Did you know that during his recent stay in prison, O.J. Simpson was able to play fantasy football, watch TV, and eat all kinds of junk food? Here's what else you didn't know about Simpson's time in jail. The reality of what prison looks like from the inside is oftentimes quite disturbing. Given what some prisoners report, the environment can be bleak and horrific. However, that's not always the case. Some inmates may look back on their time in the pen almost like they would a vacation. We all know about O.J. Simpson. In 1995, the former football star was charged with the murders of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman and acquitted on both accounts.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder.
However, Simpson was later sentenced to 33 years in prison after being charged with an entirely different crime that delivered a guilty verdict this time around. In 2008, he was convicted of armed robbery, kidnapping, assault, conspiracy, and burglary for robbing two sports memorabilia dealers at gunpoint in a Vegas hotel room. Following his conviction, O.J. Simpson was sent to Lovelock Correctional Center in Nevada. Lovelock was built in 1995 as a mixed-custody state prison for men. Today, it can house up to 1,680 inmates who can pursue a GED, high school diploma, vocational training, or college degree while behind bars. One of its initiatives, the Structured Living Program, began as a military-influenced orientation and now combines education with physical fitness and job opportunities. It does not exactly sound glamorous, but former Lovelock guard Jeffrey Felix described the prison as a, quote, cruise ship with barbed wire, according to USA Today. Inmates enjoy access to sports fields, ping pong tables, exceptional food as far as prison goes, and cable television and movies. Felix reported, "That prison is not like a normal prison. The food at Lovelock is very good. That prison is super duper clean." In 2013, Simpson told the parole board during his hearing, "I feel lucky that I ended up here, and to some extent, as distasteful as the majority of the crimes are that's here, I find that there's no stress. I find that there's virtually no gang activity happening here. And honestly, I feel respected to some degree by most of the inmates here." The former NFL champ was reported by guards to have passed his days indulging in fantasy football, gorging on junk food, and relaxing in front of the 13-inch flat-screen television in his cell. He also had several jobs at the prison, from cleaning the gym to coaching and umpiring sports teams, a natural fit for the retired pro athlete who suffered from arthritis and injuries that kept him from playing the games himself. According to former Lovelock inmate Greg Lewis, Simpson coached his softball team to the championship 2 years in a row. Lewis said, "He was super competitive, as you might imagine with O.J. He tried to get the rules bent for us. He knew the rules pretty well. He was a studious coach." O.J. was not shy about bending the rules off the field as well, apparently. According to Felix, Simpson received special treatment from staff and other prisoners, skipping the line during meals, having his bags full of extra food carried back to his quarters for him, and being paired with bulkier, more intimidating cellmates who could act as bodyguards if need be. Yet O.J. Simpson hardly needed the bodyguards. He was both a respected and well-behaved prisoner, as he promised guards during his arrival at Lovelock.
He's a model inmate in there.
Simpson said during his 2013 parole hearing, "I gave them my word that I would try to be or would be the best prisoner they've ever had here. And I think for the most part I've kept my word on that. I've not had any incidents, despite all the stories in the tabloids and everything. I haven't had one incident since I've been here." Simpson also claimed he was a calming influence on the prison, telling the parole board, "I'm sure the powers here know I advise a lot of guys. I'd like to feel I keep a lot of trouble from happening." After serving 9 years of his 33-year sentence, O.J. Simpson was granted parole and released from detention in 2017. In late 2021, at the age of 74, he was granted early release from parole and is now a completely free man, according to his attorney. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more grunge videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.